Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Hannah Ashton, and today I'm going to be sharing about how I started my online business at the age of 20.
Wow, when you really see your dreams come to life, it's a beautiful thing.
So if you're new to my channel and don't know my story, I started my online planner company my freshman year of college, so I was actually more around the age of 19, but I've worked on it for the past year and a half through age 20, and now as a 21-year-old, I'm expanding and growing my business even more. And today I'm going to be sharing how I created this planner company from scratch with bootstrapping and Googling and just how I got started on my own. Alright, so my first tip when getting started with an online business is to do your research. And this means talking to other small business owners, maybe in your industry. Finding a mentor in your industry would be amazing. Someone who's had a few more years experience than you, not a ton more experience than you, but kind of a few steps ahead is going to be perfect in helping you know what problems and challenges and successes that you may encounter as you go on this business journey. Part of doing your research is also doing an industry analysis, which is basically looking at the other companies out there in your industry, doing the same thing that you want to start doing and figuring out what's going to set you apart and how you're going to be competitive in that space. For me, I created the Dream Achieve workbook, which is a 6-month undated planner. So just being undated and focused on 6 months already separates me from most other planner companies out there. I wanted my customers to be able to really focus on their goals for 6-month increments and not be overwhelmed. Having the undated aspect allows my product to be evergreen, meaning February 2021, I don't have to worry about discounting my 2021 planners because they're gonna not be able to use one of the months. You can use every single page in my planner, no matter the month. And also, I think what sets me apart is the look of it. It's not spiral bound, it's not super colorful, it's very chic, sleek, and just a gorgeous book to carry around. And so that's kind of what I was looking for in the industry. I couldn't find it, and so that's how I made my product. So now, how do you actually make your product? When you figure out what you want to make and you have this vision and you have your sketches, you have your designs, you have your industry analysis, you're like, this is what's going to set me apart. How do you actually find a manufacturer? This is where a lot of people get stuck, and I'm here to tell you it is actually very easy, and I was surprised how easy it was. When I started Googling back in 2019 how to find a manufacturer, I came across a bunch of local print companies, but when I talked to these companies kind of around me in my city of Nashville, they first off couldn't customize my product how I wanted. I kind of just had to take what they gave me, and I couldn't add my ideas and my vision into it. And two, it wasn't at a low enough price point for me to purchase and to make profits and to, sustain a business as a starting small business owner. And so I finally stumbled across Alibaba.com, and seriously, every single connection I've had, every manufacturer I've worked with on there has been amazing. So let me tell you about Alibaba.com and how they can help you start your own business. There are so many sellers on there with products that are completely customizable, or that you can just buy in bulk as is if you don't want to have more of a customized product. You can find home and kitchen items, you can find gifts and crafts, you can find vehicle and transportation products, you can find raw materials, you can find fabric, textile raw materials. I found all my stationery needs. Seriously, I'm sure that whatever product you have in mind, you can find an amazing seller for on Alibaba.com. The sellers on there are trustworthy, and like I've said, I've worked with 3 manufacturers, one for my workbooks, the actual planners, one for my sticker sets, which I customized, and also one that I used when I was creating my own packaging. I created box packaging for my workbooks, which I no longer use, but it was another manufacturer that I had contacted. So selling 3 different products, and my experience with all 3 was amazing. There is usually a time difference, so just be aware of that. And sometimes there is a communication difference. So just make sure you're super specific, put a lot of detail into how you are explaining your product, give them photo ideas, give them sketches, just basically present your product in the best way you can possible so that the language barrier and the time difference won't be too much of a challenge. What's also amazing is you can order sample products to check the quality first. A lot of them offer free samples of their product, and then you can purchase a customized sample. So I did this for my workbooks, and both times I kind of went forward with the cover of the samples. When I got my first sample, the cover was exactly how I wanted, and so I literally didn't make any changes to the outside cover after my first round of samples. Here's a quick clip of me opening my samples for my Dream Achieve Workbooks 2.0, which will be launching this spring.
Just filmed a TikTok of me opening up the samples for the new workbooks, And I wanted to now open up like the actual inside and show you guys. And yes, there is a new color. She's beauty. She almost matches my nails that I got done yesterday because it's just like my favorite color. And so I knew when designing a new color, there had to be a blue. Like that's just what I had to do. When you order the books, they do come wrapped like this too, in the plastic. So it's all safe and nice and sealed. You know, you're getting a fresh book. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to like see how this looks in photos, but it's just so bright. It's so happy. Oh my goodness. You'll see some differences in the book as well. It's a lot of the same like format, but I actually did choose a new font for just to make it more minimal, just with a font that I've been really liking lately. I wanted to do one just for students and then one for people who aren't in school. That was a request from you guys. Some of you guys wanted more school pages. Some of you guys wanted no school pages. So the paper feels so freaking nice. I love the side. I think that's so cool. Wow, when you really see your dreams come to life, it's a beautiful thing.
Also, what gave me peace of mind throughout this process was having trade assurance. Trade assurance provided by Alibaba.com will help to protect your orders, meaning that when you pay the seller and they ship the product, Alibaba.com holds the money on the platform until your products reach you, and then it transfers the funds over to the seller. So it's basically a way to make sure that your money and your products are protected and you are going to get the best service possible. My point of contact at my manufacturer is Mia. She's amazing. She always answers as quickly as possible. We've built a relationship. She sent me these videos of the production process recently, and that was amazing to be able to share with my customers. I'm just so thankful for Alibaba.com because they are what have made my business possible. I legit don't know if I would have found a manufacturer that allowed me to customize my product as much as I wanted and sell it at the price point that I want. Thank you for sponsoring this video. It's seriously one of the most authentic sponsorships I can do because they're what helped me start my business. And let's continue with the video. So once you order all your products from your manufacturer, you can either ship them to your house where you'll fulfill the orders yourself. That's what I do. I package every order. I write a handwritten note. I ship it out from my local post office. Or if you're big stuff, you can get a warehouse or ship to a fulfillment center. If you set yourself up as an Amazon seller, you can actually have all your products shipped to an Amazon warehouse, and with their fees and everything, they will ship the orders that you get from Amazon right out to the customers, so you don't even have to touch the product, which is really amazing. If you want to be a little bit more high-end and you don't want to just use a typical mailer, you're also going to want to look into a packaging supplier. Like I said, when I started, I had custom boxes made that I shipped my workbooks in. That was just too expensive for one thing, and also I found my customers didn't know what to do with the box. They were throwing it away, which just produced extra waste. And so now I just get bubble mailers that are recyclable, that are cheap, and that are black and blue are the new colors that I got. And this allows me to just ship easily, not spend a ton of money on the outer packaging, and focus more on the product itself. The next step would be to take those product photos with your samples, or you can wait till you get the bulk inventory. This is a little tip: if you have the finished samples of your product before the whole inventory, all of those products arrive at your house, you can take product photos and do a photo shoot with the samples. This is what I did with my first photo shoot, and it worked great because I was able to set up my books for pre-order. So people were able to purchase. I was able to gauge interest all before the inventory even got to my house. So that's a great way if you're kind of wanting to just get started, but you're waiting for shipping delays of all your inventory. Take product photos with the samples and use that. Then of course, with an online business, you're going to need an online store, a platform where people shop. So my tried and true website is Shopify. That's what I've used, and I love how I'm able to customize my site easily. I've done all my website designs, and I just find that it's easy to connect to shipping platforms. It's easy to print labels from. It's easy to set up with like email or text marketing. It's easy to set up with Instagram or Facebook so you can sell your products on there. And yeah, Shopify is just my favorite way to go. There's lots of tutorials on YouTube on how to use Shopify, so I won't take too much time there. And then the last aspect is marketing. This is, for me, is the most fun. If I could just do the marketing for my business, I would. I absolutely love leaning into Instagram, TikTok, email campaigns, SMS marketing, which is like text message marketing. I've also done like getting in podcasts, trying to get PR, which is just like getting in magazine articles or getting on online articles and having interviews and just having that press aspect be a huge part of marketing. I've also been leaning a lot into micro-influencer marketing. I have a list currently compiled of all the people that have reached out to Dream Achieve Workbook on Instagram, wanting to be like an influencer for us or an ambassador. And so when we have our new launch, I now have a list of micro-influencers that I can turn to help promote the products. And I think that's just definitely the way to go. 3 marketing tactics I would use. Of course, it depends on your business and you can try different ones out to see what works best for your business. But 3 you can start with and you will probably see success is 1, TikTok. We love it. It's easy to grow on. 2 is Instagram, and just really leaning into all the Instagram features, IG Lives, IG Reels, IGTV, Stories, all of that. And then 3 would be leaning into micro influencers and sending them your product or a discount on your product in exchange for posts. So that is how I started an online business at the age of 20 and how I'm continuing to run my business in my 20s. I hope this was helpful. If you guys want me to dive deeper into any aspect of it, or you have questions, don't be afraid to comment them below. I'd love to answer. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you again very soon. Bye.